Hi everybody, Heidi here, Yorkshire Crafter. How are you doing? Welcome to my brand new craft room. Still the same room. I've just had a revamp. Do I sound echoey? I feel right echoey. I've got so much space. It's unbelievable. Oh, I'm just looking at it. It's just lovely. It's just so airy and open and lovely and yeah. Still bits I want to do, but I'm loving it. Right, so what I wanted to do was ease myself back into it, because I'm not going to lie, I've done all my room and I'm like, right, what shall I do? And I'd lost my mojo. So I thought, right, we need to come in with something easy, so that's what I'm going to do. So, what I've done, and I'm going to call this video, that's not what you're supposed to do with it, because I've got some masking sheets. This is Pink Frog masking sheets. And I've just got some shapes and I've cut them out. Good old circle. And the reason I haven't brought the dice to the table is because I want you to get yours out. So if I tell you that this is off, well, this is a nice easy one, my layering stencils. Not layering stencils at all. My infinity circles. I know a lot of us already have them. Gosh, that's tight. Therefore, you're going to use them. So I thought, that's cool. I mean, I don't have a problem with you doing the same. I absolutely love it. Gosh, I can't get that. Let me just cut it. So what I thought was, I've got loads of dies. And obviously, it wasn't till sorting stuff out I realised I have loads and loads of dies. So I want to start using them, especially ones that are just part of another, you know, like this one here. I think it's the waffle flower I've got. It's it's honeybee. Mason jar. And this is the front bit of the mason jar. It's what you do your stamping on for your sentiment and what have you. So I thought, right, well, that's a good one to start with. This one was, I don't know what's happened to this. This is a hourglass, which comes in 4 parts, I think. I've only got 1 part of it. I don't know where the rest of it's gone. So I thought, well, that'll do. That'll do what I want it to do. I'm just cutting this bit of plastic off. There you go. That was a tough one. So yeah, this is just a layering die, and so is this. No, that's a set. Yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter what you're using. You can use a square, an hexagon, oval, anything at all. So what we're going to do, now I am going to do it different to what I've just done when I was playing, because I left them on the piece of card, on the backing, should I say. This is Nina Classic Crest that I'm using. Now I left them like that. Didn't stick them down. I mean, I did get away with it. I might risk it. Yeah, I'm going to risk it. But when I do this one, I have to stick it down, because it does move when I'm blending around it. So I have to stick that one down. Oh no, I'm going to stick this one down. And all I'm going to do, it's the same thing, really, and everything, but I really wanted some delicate stamps. Now then, I'm hoping that this is going to go straight, even though I've done this. These will all be cut down, by the way, so yeah, think about that idea. This might not be the best, but we're going with it anyway. So what we're going to do is get some different inks. So I'm going to put a bit of yellow, and I've got the inks out. I just want the brushes are directly behind me, so it's all good. So I'm going to use a bit of squeezed lemonade. Now I'm just messing with these. I don't really know what I'm coming in with. So I'm going to actually come in with the pink. I came in with saltwater taffy, and I it was okay, the blend, but it wasn't brilliant. So I'll get a pink brush actually. Now I'm moving all my brushes, I don't know if I said, to Tracy Evans brushes. The ones I'm finding the best at the moment, so that's what I'm going with. And because I was so overwhelmed with all the brushes I did have, things weren't getting used and what have you, so they are now. That's a note to self, stop buying so many of all different brands. So I don't want to go over here, so if you're not sure if you're going to do it, just tape over it, mask it off. So a bit of yellow, bit of pink. They're the most simple cards you'll ever do. They're so simple. And when you put that delicate stamp on, they're just beautiful. Oh, the pink's mixed in better than what the saltwater taffy has. That's Lolly trying to break out of her bed. She's not fastened in, she goes in one end and chews her way out at other. What a dog. You might find that I've got the odd other brushes, which, because I still need to buy one more set, I think, of tracers. So I'm just buying them a bit at a time, as and when, like you do. I'm trying to get out of that mindset of I'm buying it now because I want it now, which is how I normally work. So I'm going to go up the top. I sort of wish now that I hadn't taken this one out. Off the backer. Backer, what kind of word's that? What date is it? I think it's the 16th. It is, it's Wednesday the 16th of July at 4:21 in the afternoon. Right, this one I'm going to come in pink. Should have done it the other way around, shouldn't I? Oh, I could. Oh, that's my fan gone off. The battery's dead. Now, I'm going to cut them down so I'm not so bothered about it being harsh round here. So I'm coming in with a bit of pink. Like I said, just pick your own colours. If you've got the cubes, get the cubes out and just have a play, see what you want to put down. I'm going to go with two now then. Let's go with... No, I'm going to go with that. So I want a blue brush. This one I'll do. There might be enough on it actually, to be fair. Yeah. The only thing you've got to watch here then is what colours you've already got on your mask. Because some aren't going to pull down properly. That's why originally I was going to do a mask for each colour. I thought, no, I'm sure we can work around it. And I have. Hey, happy lovely. Then I'm going to put it down again. I can't use this other side now because oh, we could do. Let's try it. Let's go. Hey, we might get away with that. So I'm going to use yellow and blue, but I want a darker blue. I want mermaid. And I want my twisted citron. I've got my green brush. Oops, I stuck to paper, look. So I'm just going to do it at the top. Obviously this is going to bring in three colours because we're going to put in a blue, so it's going to give us a... I see this comes off as quite a... Well, it is a yellowy green, isn't it? But It actually looks more yellow to me there. Mind you, if I was to come in with the squeezed lemonade, I'd obviously notice the difference, wouldn't I? So put that one there. Same brush I'm using. She couldn't do it any other time, could she? That's like, Mum, do you want to play? She's funny. Now I like that. I've got a bit more green. I wish I brought that yellow further down now. Oh, I still can't I? Not yellow. Green. Oh yeah, that's really nice. So that's that one. And I'm going to go back in with the top bit and just put it there, I think. As long as we've got a shape. And I'm going to come in with the same blue. No, sit down. Same blue, and I'm going to use the purple. What's on the purple blue? Which is here. Should be enough, I would think. If not, I've got my purple there. Oh, look, it did. It went, because it lifted up. Oh, that's a bit disappointing. But it's right. So as we go along, I'm going to cut them down so we're not doing them all in one go. So what I've got is, this is the master layout 1, but I'm using the matte and layer. And it's just going to go onto straight to a white base without a matte and layer, which I think looks really quite nice when it's done. So I'm just going to put that through. I'm going to put a piece over the top so that I get no marks on it. Which, if you watch my video, you'll have seen what I have paper just for this. Oh, the die's come off and gone. That should be okay. Right. Right, so that's the first one done. We'll stamp them all at the same time because we're going to use platform. But isn't it lovely? Obviously that's not what the die is for, but that's the whole idea of this video. It's called That's Not What It's For. Right. Now, I absolutely loved this one. My absolute favourite it was, even with the stamp that upon it. So I'm going to use this one next. Like I said, this one has to be stuck down because it just moves otherwise. That's when I realised I should have stuck the rest down because I did this one last. So I'm going to come quite a way in. That's clever, isn't it? It's going to... Well, I'll cut it that side. Right. So I'm going to use my blue and purples for this. I'm using pretty much the same colours. I don't know what blue I want. What blues did I get out? Oh, I want that one. I want Salty Ocean. I'm just going to like this a minute. Oops. Yeah, bit of Salty Ocean. Just to do the top bit. It's a lovely blue, is that, isn't it? And I'm going to use Shaded Lilac. I'm just going to put a bit more on my brush, I think that's what I want on it. I've been obsessed with these two colours lately. I don't know what's going on with me. I'm actually a green girl. Always have been. Never into any other colour. Always been green. Green. Love that. I'm going to take it off. See how easy it is to do them. Now, because you're doing straight onto your panel that's got it in front of your card, just think about your hands. Getting things dirty. Right, again, just sticking it down carefully. And this time I am going to use green. And pink. Now, this were a trial and error. I love pink and green together when I'm colouring, but it doesn't always work when you're ink blending. But yeah, it did, so I loved it. It's enough. See, you really don't need a lot of ink to do these that I'm doing. I'm just going to see if that'll do what's on it. No, it's going to want inking up, but no, don't stop lifting. Aren't they lovely together? Oh, I do love them. Lolly, get out. Thank you. Because I've moved everything from under this table, there's nothing there whatsoever now. Oh, my splatter box is there. But she thinks it's a little playroom for her now. She's a terror. But she's my terror. I've just been on phone with vets, actually, to have her done, you know, to get her... I nearly said seasoned then. To get her spayed. Seasoned. So we're going on the 28th, which is like what, you know, when we get a pre-op and you go and have your weight done and everything. That's what that is. So we're going to have that done with her. I'm going to use my squeezed lemonade, and I'm going to use the saltwater taffy. No, I'm not. I'm going to use the marigold, dried marigold. Yeah, so we go on the 28th, and they'll give it the weigher and what have you, and we just go from there then. We have ummed and ahed, actually, about letting her have a season. And I know people, I'll get backlash for it, but she's our doggy and we're having her done. But yeah, we did contemplate not having it done, only for the simple reason. Rosie was the same build as Lolly is. Lolly, get out of there. She's playing with puppy pads now. She's the same, but Rosie was the same build as Lolly is now, and as hyper. But as soon as we had her done, she had such beautiful silky fur, and it all went. She put a little bit of weight on and she weren't as active. But we're not having her have babies. She's only a baby herself. So we're just going to have to deal with the consequences of whatever they're going to be. They're nice together, aren't they? Dried marigold and squeezed lemonade. They're lovely. That's really nice. And I'm just going to put, oh, look, I went over there. I'm going to put some green there then. Didn't want green there. I was salvage patina. I'm still going to go with it. Might cover it up. That's got the peacock feathers on. Yeah, it'll cover that up. There you go. So yeah, she's going to be done. Here's what it is. And the last thing I want, because we let her off on a lead, off a lead when we're in the park, providing there's nobody about, we're very careful about what we do. I'm just wondering whether I put a different colour in with it. Try some purple. I wasn't going to go purple at all. Oh, I don't. See, it's pulled the yellow off there. That doesn't look so good. We might have got away with it. Yeah, we let her off a lead. I don't want dogs. I know it's natural and everything, but I don't want them sniffing around. She's a little bit of a... She doesn't want any of that naughty stuff. She's a virgin and she's going to stay one. So is Rosie. So was Lexa. Right, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to cover it. I'm going to put my dye on, then I'm going to cover it with a piece of my card that I've cut just for this, and then I'll put it to the dye machine. Just see what time we're on. 21. I might just do 3 then, because I did 4, but I can show you the other one. So shall I go circle then? And those are the 3 that I liked best anyway, so I can just show it you when it's done. I actually didn't even do one with that yet, but I imagine that to be quite similar to that. You know, just doing it the same ways. Just look, see what you've got in your stash. You'll be really surprised. You wouldn't have thought of using any of your dyes this way. If you've got a flower dye that only works with that when it's stamped out, it could look perfect. Absolutely perfect. Right. I'll do one. So, yeah, I'm going to stick this down as well. Like I say, I didn't with the others. Just the hourglass one. Actually, with this one, I'd have been better off not doing. Look, I can never get a full circle when I... Oh, I might have done. Right, so I'm going to do yellow. Pink. See if we can do what's on his brushes. See if I can drop it down against same. Ooh, hey, we might have just done it again. And this time I'm going to go purple and blue. Here's a good way to use inks that you've just got on your brushes. You know, use them up. It's a really good way. Then we're definitely not wasting out, are we? Look at that. No problem. I'm going to use the... What did I use? Let's do a bit of this. And I liked that on it. Yeah, I think that's lovely together. Really nice. I'll do one down here. And this will be... I think I've kept all the colours around the same sort of areas. See if we can mix that with a bit of green. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, I wish I'd done a big one of that now. That's really lovely. Right, that's it. We're done with them. How quick was that? So let me just chuck these back in the stands behind me. I'll leave inks there. They won't be in way. There we go. All done. I wonder how long this, you know when you've done your room, when you've cleaned it out. I wonder how long it is before I think, oh, I'll just leave that. That'll be all right till tomorrow. And that's it, innit? That's how it starts. That's it. It's a mess again. Gosh, I even threw one of my plates away from me. Platinum 6, and I've started on an actual clear one instead of a pink one. I like my pink ones. Right, so I'll get the stamping platform, which now has a drawer. It's good, isn't it? So I'm going to take this one. I'm going to put it into a corner. I was doing them earlier and I weren't putting them into a corner, and one lifted up and got, oh, a mess. So stamp wise, I'm using oh bother, I thought I had them all out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, found it. Now this isn't filed yet because this has a stencil with it, and I'm hoping it's got a die. It has got a die, look. I can't get hold of die. Detailed leaf. I'll have to find the die. I mean, like I think I've shown it before. This was the first time I used it, I think, though. But it is an easy one to cut out. Fussy cut. But I want the die. It's one of those where it's an actual, really is a full set. These cards, yes, they'll look good with silhouette stamps. They'll look good with any stamps, but I did find using them with a detail stamp, they were lovely. Did I? Is that one not cut down? It isn't, is it? Let me just cut that one down before we start making a mistake. I didn't think it were right. 1 second. Here we go. That's better. All cut down. Right, and word-wise with this one, I chose the Life is Beautiful. I don't know if you can see that. I just thought it fit lovely, but it actually fit at the same time as me doing this. I've just got to make sure it's straight. Is it straight? No, is it? That could be. I'm going with it. If it's not straight, it doesn't matter, it's handmade. I'm sure whoever receives it is not going to complain, are they? See, now it's lifted it up, but I know where it was, so that's even better. Where's my black? Here it is. I'm using VersaFine Nocturne, VersaFine Clair. Now this stamp is supposed to be distressed, so don't think it's just not stamping right. It does have a distressed look to it. tell you, I am leaf mad. I just love leaves. Don't know what that's about. But then, like I say, I'm not a flower person, but I like greenery. So maybe that's got something to do with it. Oh, I'm just in love with the whole idea of using my dyes for this. This isn't something I've seen. It was just when I was sorting things out and I came across things, I thought, I wonder. And it worked. And it worked first time. So what I had in my head this time didn't need adapting like sometimes it does. So I'm very pleased. Oh, you can see where I've cleaned my stamp and I ain't cleaned it properly. Oh bother. I won't put another, I don't know why it's, unless it's got a rosy hair on it that I can't see. Because they had a proper clean. I think I'm going to have to do, when I'm doing something like this and it's going straight onto the panel, I might have to start, you know, putting a piece of scrap there first to see how it stamps. Because you don't want to ruin it, do you, when you've got so far. So this set is Pink Fresh Studios. I love Pink Fresh Studios. And it is, oh, I told you, detailed leaf. Look, pink and green, I told you. Lovely. So I've got the stencil and obviously that's not being used yet because that weren't used. So without trying to mess it up, I'll put that on to the side. I'm going to bring in this one. And I'm going to use, actually, you know, we're using all different stamps today. All different brands, should I say. Now then, I did use this, which does look very nice. I'll show you the one I've done. It does look very nice when it's done. But I got a few others out and I thought maybe this, I'm selling loads of Sweet Poppy, but this one was still in my stash for some reason. But I just thought that could look really delicate. Oh yeah, I think that'll look nice. I've got really bad cups, sorry. So I'll show you the ones I've done when I finish, because you might have the other stamps and think, that's a good idea. I'm frightened of getting out dirty. That's the problem when you've cut everything down already. So I don't want to go up the middle. I don't like going up the middle with anything. But I'm going to try now then. I'm looking. Hello, sweet friend. Hello, sweet friend up there. Sending love. It just, I think it's going to look odd if I have it just sticking out. Or, I'll tell you what we'll do. That's going to get stamped there. I'll show you what we're going to do. The one that I did use, I used the hooks out of it. I thought it were kind of cute. So I'm going to use the hooks out of it. This is Alter New Like My World. So I'm actually going to use that. Oh yeah, I think that'll look lovely. Let's get it straight. Straight, Heidi. That looks okay. When I was sorting through all my stuff, I've always said a lot of my stamps I keep just because of the sentiments on them. That was hard for me, parting with them, because I just love sentiments. But looking back at my cards, if I look back on my videos, I tend to go for the same words, sort of, like hugs. Thank you is a massive one that I use a lot. just because. Yeah, I tend to stick with the same sort of things, I realised. So that made it a bit easier to part with. It was hard, I'm not going to lie. It was really hard doing it. It was hard work doing it, but it was hard work mentally parting with stuff. I've got it all bagged up here. I put 3 items a day, or 3 sets a day on eBay, and move it to this side. And then the other pile's going down now, because it takes so long to put stuff on eBay. It's not just that now. They've altered where your postage just used to come up automatic. Well, you've got to pick and choose your own now. And it wasn't until I went to the post office and I said to him, why are you charging £4.10 for me to send that when it tells me online that it's only £3.90? He says, if you print it off yourself, it's £3.90. If you have us to put it through the system, it's £4.10. But if you set it for us to print it off, it's your £3.90 again. So I thought, oh, I can't be doing this. 1, I don't have a printer. And 2, I don't know how to set it up for them to do it. So I don't know. It's a lot of hard work. Right, so there you go. I really, really like that there. I'm glad I changed my mind and went for that. Sweet Poppy Stencils, that one. I never know the names, but obviously it's a daffodil. I find there's hard work when they don't put names and stuff on. So that's okay for now. It's not as delicate as the one I used before, but I really like it. It's the first time it's been stamped. And then the last one, what other stamps did I get out then? We will go with actually, I'm going to go with the one that I did use, which was, why is it all like this? Where's my pack? It's clearly not filed, is it? Anyway, I'm going to go with this one, and I'm going to use the words. Oh, look, that stencil belongs with that. I'm going to use the word out of this one, which is also a Gina K. I was going to use this, but it was too small. Sending love. So this looks really nice together, actually. You see me use this one quite a few times, this stamp. It's a beautiful stamp. It's got lovely fine lines to it. So, take the thing. I love all these writing, but none of them fit like that one did. So I'm going to stamp that first. You could absolutely have a production line going with these. They're so simple to do. I like to do simple cards for you. Not everybody wants big in your face complicated cards, do they? Don't get me wrong, I love doing them sometimes. In fact, when I do them, I love doing them. But sometimes I like, this is a bit of me. Bit of colour, bit of plain. Nothing fancy. Apart from this writing that I'm going to put in this one. It's fancy. It feels good to be crafting. I thought, do you know, I did all that hard work of moving it round, building furniture, going through it all. I thought, I've got to have lost at least 2 stone. No, I'm kidding. I've definitely got to have lost weight, absolutely, without a doubt. I knew I had. So I weighed myself. Very, very rare I will weigh myself. But I weighed myself. I put on a pound. So I felt really cheated. I'd worked so hard. Never mind. Straight. Where's it gone? Let's see a look. So I'm taking the sending love, because I'm going to need some birthday cards. I got rid of all my cards. I didn't have one card left in my room. Oh, I'm lying, I did. The Tracy Evans cards, because I hadn't put the video out yet. I kept hold of them. But apart from that, I sent them all to my sister, my little sister. She's got special needs, and she takes them to a place where she goes, and they do a raffle and stuff. So that's what she's going to do with them. So I thought that was another good deed. That'll go nice there, I think. So yeah, it were... No, I think I've helped... Well, I've helped my sister, so I've helped the special needs. I've helped the charity shops, because I've sent some to charity shops. My stones I'm packing up. I haven't started it yet, so you just have to bear with me. I've got people that want them, so that's all going for a good deed. I'm not charging for them. It were literally just postage. That looked lovely. That's dead nice writing. I'm not doing it again. I think it's enough. And then the bits that I'm putting on eBay is to help me and Andy get a little holiday. We're going to go to Wales. And also to buy my last Calax unit that I need over there. So it's what we're doing, it. I had stuff I hadn't used for over 2 years. And I'm saying, oh no, I can't get rid of that, I love it. Oh, I can't get rid of that, I love it. It's like, Heidi, you haven't used it for 2 years. Yeah, but dual personalities. You're not kidding. Right, I'm going to get my splatter box, which is just underneath and dead easy to get to. Now, my little bleed proof, this is the one where I've chucked a load of water in it. I'm just going to get my brush. Now I'm going to put a little bit, I don't know what you can see actually, on the, can you see that? It's on here anyway. I'm just going to put a little bit on there. That's too much probably. And I'm still going to add a little bit of water to it. And I'm going to put it on all 3 cards. If it touches my writing, I'm just going to take a fine liner and write over it. But I don't want massive blobs, so I'm going to just keep patting it off till I get small bits, like that. That's it. I want plenty, and I want them to show up on the coloured. See, it's funny, isn't it? Because sometimes, depending on what I'm working on, I like to see the big splats. But on something like this, I want them small. And also, I want them to dry immediately. Please. I think that might be enough. I want a little bit up in that corner, but... Right, I think every time that's enough, Heidi. Okay. That's enough. It is now, I've thrown it away. A kitchen towel. Look at me using my splat box and everything. And look at that. I don't know if it's because I've watered it down or what, but it did this earlier. It's nearly dry. How is it doing that? Don't do that normally. I'm sure it's because I'm watering it down so much now. That's really good. Because it did it earlier, and I just folded the card bases and put them straight on without even a smudge. Right, let's do it then. I can't believe that. I am going to wipe my hands. Because now we're going to be touching a white base as well. Right, let's do it. So I'm using an Ena Classic Crest base because I want it to match the white that's on there. Otherwise I would have gone super smooth. I might as well do all three. I've cut them into size obviously, but I've already put the crease in. So that's 11 by 4 1/4 and scored at 5 1/2. Andy picked Toby up today from school. And I wait downstairs till like 5:30, 6:30, depending on when his mum or dad come to pick him up. And I says, because Carly's working from home today. Aidan had an operation yesterday on his wrist and his elbow. So he can't drive. Obviously he's off sick like, but so I messaged her, I says, do you want Dad to drop Toby off up at yours after school? 'Cause she lives near school, but she's working at home, so she said yeah. So I felt guilty, but I got to be able to come straight upstairs after tea because we eat extremely early. Right, I'm using my Gina K glue. Woohoo. It's back. It's full. Right, let's just go for it. So I'm not doing what I was going to actually foam them behind, but thinking of postage, it's just going to have to be special cards that I do it on. Just postage is just a joke. I know it's a joke in every country now. It's ridiculous. That doesn't fit right. I don't like the look of that. No, it does. That'll do. Yeah, I know it's a joke everywhere. It's just ridiculous. No need for it. I mean, they want to make a profit. Make millions instead of billions. Give us all a chance. It's just greedy. Well, that's my opinion anyway. There you go, because it's dry up front, I can just turn it straight over. We're going to bling it. I'm going to bling it on air because we've got plenty of time. I am really proud of these. I really like them. Can you hear Rosie snoring at the side of me? It's a gentle little snore, is that? I said. Oops. Oops. The wonky donkey. Like I said, these bits I can just go over with a fine liner. I haven't with others, but I can if I want. To be fair, I didn't take much notice to see whether it had gone on writing or not. It feels good to have me to be using my press again. So into a different way to put some colour in the background. But that's not what the dies are for. Who says? Anybody said out to you, tell them it was my fault. I think actually companies would be glad to see the dies being used a different way. It helps them, doesn't it? Well, I think it does. Right, I'm going to use I think the Spellbinders, the black ones. I love them. I love the black ones. And what I'm going to do, I'm only going to put maybe 3 on. So I'm going to go 2 there. I always have two together. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if it's an OCD thing, which I don't think I have. But I know there's a rule of 3, or an odd number rule, should I say, where if you're putting your gems down, it's 3, 5, 7, 9, whatever. But it's the way that I lay them. I have to have a little one next to a bigger one. Always, on all my cards. And I think that's enough for that one. I love these flat sequins. Doesn't that look gorgeous? I think it's beautiful. I really do. So this one, I'm going to come in with. Now then, I don't like the big ones of any sequins, but this leaf is big enough to carry one of them off. I always end up stuck with big ones. There we go. Oops. Yeah, it's a big enough image to take a big sequin. Perfect. Stunning, even if I do say so myself. Now this one I'm going to go, obviously I've already done this one, so I know where I want my bits. Yeah, I'm going to stick with it. Done and dusted. So I'll show you the comparisons to what I did, and then I'll let you go. And thank you ever so much for joining me. You really don't know what it means to me to have you guys here. You saw the size of my craft room. We could have craft sessions in here, you know, once I get a bit of courage. Right, so that's the one we've just done. This is the one was to match it. I've more or less gone the same colours because they worked. I had peacock feathers and what was the salvage patina, but it ended up one colour, did that. But I like that. So there you go. Oh, that went with big splats, look. It didn't need them on these kind of cards. So we've got that one. This is the one, oh, I'll show you that in a minute. No, I'll show you now. This cut out. I did it like this and laid it like that, just plain. And that's what I went with, but I wanted that to be a finer picture. That's why I went for that there. But I do like, see what I mean about just using any dye. It works. It really works. So the one with that pattern on, that's the one I did originally. I said it's really delicate, but it just didn't seem tall enough, whereas that does. I'll fill that word in because that stuck a bit out completely. But that's that one. And then the last one, oh, that is it, was the leaf one. See what I mean about it being distressed? It's supposed to be like that. How nice is that? I absolutely love that one. I think it's done a great look. So I love them. I hope you'll have a go. I'll do the words on this one and I'll just took a few bits out of that. I hope you'll have a go. I hope it's something you find easy, because I did. We've got to try things, haven't we? So I'm going to go now and see if I can get to and play out else before they wake up. And I'll catch you later. Love you guys. Bye.